new COVID-19 law in Wisconsin giving hospitals and nursing homes more legal protection. But lawyers say some small last-minute changes to the bill changed your rights in a big way. Fox 6 investigator Amanda St. Hilaire digs into what the law really says and means for you.
Bill 1038 relating to state government response to COVID-19 pandemic.
Your binge watching list probably does not include Wisconsin legislative sessions.
Adoption of Assembly Amendment 4.
But if you don't watch closely, it's easy to miss the plot twist.
The amendment before us has a number of important provisions that are being put in to make technical corrections.
We'll get to those corrections in a minute. But first,
it doesn't make any sense to me at all.
You should meet the people they affect.
Kelly was almost 50 years old when we lost her, but she was 4 years old, and she still believed in everything. So that was hard, our first Christmas without her, because there were no presents from Santa Claus.
Linda Berger's daughter, Kelly, died nearly 9 years ago in a group home.
Staff knew that she couldn't be alone, and they went out on the patio and left Kelly in the house by herself. And she proceeded to get into the bagels, and she had time to put peanut butter on them. She ate them, and she choked.
Linda filed a negligence lawsuit.
It gave Kelly some justice.
The group home settled.
I don't believe in frivolous lawsuits at all. I can't stand them. But for people not to be able to pursue some kind of justice for their loved ones, that's just wrong.
Linda's worried that's what will happen under Wisconsin Act 185. That's the state COVID-19 law that passed with overwhelming bipartisan support. The press releases say the law includes immunity from civil lawsuits for healthcare providers responding to COVID-19. That's what the bill originally said. Even the lawyers who sue hospitals and nursing homes were on board.
And it's perfectly reasonable to have immunity for healthcare providers and workers who are, doing the emergency care in this pandemic. I mean, they're heroes, they're doing God's work, and I completely understand that.
But after the bill became law, the lawyers noticed the fine print had changed.
This bill does not make families more safe. It makes your family less safe and your loved one less safe, because there's no consequences for any actions then.
That's what's repugnant about this. You can't take advantage of this pandemic to self-serve or to protect your own pocketbook.
Remember those technical corrections? Right before the bill passed the Assembly passed an amendment from Speaker Robin Vos. It deleted phrases that said immunity is specifically for COVID-19 treatment. So what does that mean? It depends who you ask.
If they drop your mom and she's injured or she's killed, total immunity. If they give your dad the wrong medication or they don't give him a medication and it kills him, total immunity.
What has happened now because of this, there are going to be hospitals that are going to take advantage and try to limit that person's right to recover.
I kind of dispute with you that it has significant changes from the original language. There's a word here and there. We debated that. But I think the intent is consistent with the original language.
Wisconsin Medical Society was involved in the bill's language.
I don't believe that completely eliminates that possibility that patient's family could not seek recourse.
The immunity has a limited time frame and does not apply to misconduct that's reckless or intentional. But most of these cases are about negligence, which is not mentioned in the COVID-19 law. So if Linda's daughter died today, even though it had nothing to do with COVID-19, her lawyer's not sure she'd be able to bring a case.
And that's wrong.
State lawmakers won't call us back, so we don't know what they intended. We do know we'll be watching. Amanda St. Hilaire, Fox 6 News.
Amanda asked other healthcare groups to talk on camera. Ascension, Advocate Aurora, and ProHealth all declined, but two advocacy groups sent us statements. The first, from Wisconsin Hospital Association, reads, Wisconsin Act 185 recognizes the unprecedented challenges in delivering health care during this pandemic and how that affects all types of care, not just treatment for COVID-19 patients. The second is from Wisconsin Assisted Living Association that says our members needed reasonable temporary immunity and liability protection to recognize the extraordinary challenges facing them during this pandemic. We are grateful that the legislation passed with overwhelming bipartisan support.